Hi, my name is Jessica Abawag, and I'm the owner and speech-language pathologist at Fluens Children's Therapy. We have locations in Tacoma, Washington, and Columbia, Tennessee. Our clinic provides speech therapy services for kids 18 months to 18 years. We specialize in areas such as apraxia of speech, articulation or speech sound disorders, language delays, and kids on the autism spectrum. Today we're going to talk about why your child might repeat phrases from television. So sometimes we have parents come in and say, my child's not really talking a whole lot, but they have this favorite phrase they say over and over again. And if they're watching TV or a movie, they'll always rewind that movie to listen to that phrase over and over again. And they repeat it and use it throughout the day. That is what we call echolalia. And that means repeating phrases that a child hears from another source, whether it's TV, a movie, music, another person. And a lot of times parents and often other individuals don't really understand the context of why the child is saying that phrase at that specific time. So for instance, say the child loves Toy Story, the movie, and they're constantly saying to infinity and beyond. They may be using it at various times throughout the day, but it's really hard for other people to understand why they're saying that, because it doesn't seem to make sense given the context of either the conversation or the situation that they're in. Echolalia may be a sign that your child is what we call a gestalt language learner. And what that means is that your child may be learning language in whole phrases instead of what we call an analytic language learner, in which a child learns words, individual words, to put those together to make phrases. One is not better than the other. One does not learn language faster than the other. It's just different paths to learning language. And in fact, there is a point in language development where those paths merge and then they continue on learning things like grammar and whatnot. Oftentimes we'll see kids on the autism spectrum be gestalt language learners, but just because your child may be a gestalt language learner doesn't necessarily automatically mean that they have autism. So one thing that we as speech therapists can do is to help families better understand the function of why a child may be using a certain phrase and build off of those phrases to learn new phrases and then to eventually start generating their own phrases. Because when a child is primarily using echolalia, that is not necessarily their own original ideas or thoughts. They are using it because it may be highly animated or highly energetic, or from a show they might like, or from a person that they spend a lot of time with. And so they might be latching onto that phrase and using it in a specific way. So for instance, to infinity and beyond may be the way that a child is wanting to get your attention, wanting you to play with them, but they're not saying, can you play with me? So it takes a lot of observation in an evaluation or a therapy session, a lot of talking with families to help figure out why a child might be using a certain phrase, and then taking that phrase and using it to expand their language. So for instance, if a child is constantly using a phrase like, come on guys, let's play. And it might mean let's play, but it also might mean I want to go somewhere. It also might mean I need to go to the bathroom. It could mean a lot of different things. In therapy, as speech therapists, we can help children expand that to, if the phrase is, come on guys, let's play, we might model something like, come on guys, let's go to bed, or come on guys, let's go in the car, or come on guys, let's go to the bathroom. So you can see that we're keeping most of the phrase that they're already used to using and just changing the last part of it so that they can start to latch on again. They've got this whole phrase that they've already learned and they're used to using. We want to adjust it or change it slightly so that they're hearing similar models, and it's not too far of a stretch from teaching them something brand new like I need to go to the bathroom. If they're saying come on guys, let's go, to mean I need to go to the bathroom, and we're forcing them to say I need to go to the bathroom, that's a big jump for a person who is learning whole phrases. So that's just an example of something that we can often do with gestalt language learners to help them, one, validate the phrases that they're already using and help families to figure out why kids are using that phrase, and then two, using those phrases as a building block, as a foundation to build off of that, to start to learn new phrases and then eventually to for the child to begin to use their own original thought. So if this sounds like your child and you've been kind of getting frustrated or confused as to why they're repeating phrases from television or movies and you need some additional support in that area, give us a call. We'd be happy to reach out and work with you to see how we can help your child.